Hello everyone. Today we are going to be opening up a large jewelry jar that I paid $69.95 for from a local thrift shop. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing 5 pieces of jewelry that I found in jewelry jars over the last 4.5 years. I only started doing videos recently, but I have been collecting and buying jewelry jars as a hobby now for 4.5 years. So I have some very interesting pieces, and this is a journey learning how to resell and discover and identify jewelry pieces of value to either keep or for resale. All right, so I'm cutting off the top. This is a large jar. Whenever you're picking jewelry jars, I have found that if there's a variety to choose from, always pick the heaviest one. If you, at first observe the outside and see if you see anything valuable in there. If not, and they're all kind of the same and kind of average, just pick the heaviest one, and usually you'll find better things in there. Okay, so this is our first piece. It's actually a not this. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, this is acrylic beads, 3 colors, kind of a fall autumn pattern or color. Almost they call these like melon beads because they have little swirls around. They're usually round, but this is a graduated bead necklace. It's probably 22 inches long. It's actually very pretty and definitely vintage. It has a lobster clasp. The second necklace actually has a pair of earrings to go with it. This is unbranded as well. It's black, silver tone. Comes with these 2 earrings right there, and clip-on hoops with the dangle. I'm trying to remember the name of it. If you have a set with earrings and a brooch or a bracelet and a necklace, there's a name for it. I'll remember it in a second. This is our third piece. Came out of the jar. Very pretty. Has a nice lobster clasp with an ornate backing or extension. Let's see if there's a name on here. There's a little bit of wear on the clasp. No name, but it's a collar necklace, silver tone. There's definitely some wear in the back. So this isn't something that I would be able to sell. This is something that I would take apart and do crafting with. I do crafting and I make my own jewelry. Mostly I make brooches, but I also make necklaces, and I'm attempting to learn how to make earrings, but I'll be showing you guys some of the stuff I do. I'm on Instagram at Michael A. Doer. That shows off some of my brooches. They're kind of ornate, avant-garde pieces. They're very nice, actually, I think. People like them. And I have a very famous designer that's been following me, and her name's Wendy Gill. She was very famous in the 1970s. She did the same kind of techniques, piecing beautiful rhinestones and pieces together to create extravagant jewelry. Vera Wang used her for her wedding recently. But she's a cool lady. She seems really cool. She's very advanced. She does better work than I do, for sure. But she's still working hard and still making things. All right. Next we have, let me just get out this little tangle here. It's 2, okay. This is pretty. It is a beautiful, like, abalone iridescent shell necklace with a gold, I'm assuming gold plated, or yeah, gold plated chain. Probably 22 inches as well. It looks like it's gold cut or painted in the back as well. It's very pretty. When I look at the clasp, it doesn't say anything. Yeah, there's no markings on it. Okay, so that's the next one. And then we have this. The next one is like a Victorian looking or Gothic looking pendant necklace with acrylic red beads faceted on a black wire. Again, no maker. This is more inexpensive. It's not very heavy. What do we have here? Again, we have a pendant necklace. It's being a little stubborn. I'm not exactly sure how that one part goes. But again, it's not cold, so it's not a natural stone. Silver tone. I forget the name of that chain. Not a curb chain. It's I forget. Maybe a rope chain. And there's no maker and no marking that it's silver. So I'm assuming it's silver plated or just random metal. Okay. I'm not even sure what these are, but I have a few of them. Maybe you guys could help me out. Maybe a sweater clip, I would think, or something that could hold two pieces of fabric together to hold something tighter, maybe, or I'm not sure. But I think they're from the 1950s. So this is definitely a lot of times when things are older, they'll say patent pending on the back, and I have a lot of these, and they all say patent pending, and I should know what they are for. I'm gonna say it's a sweater clip or or a brooch. I'm not sure. I'm still learning. All right, here's a beautiful rhinestone bracelet. Very nice. Definitely looks vintage. And it has a safety clasp. And you know we all like safety clasps because that means that it's made so you don't lose it. So it probably costs a little bit more to purchase. This is heavy. Feels like it could be glass. I'm trying to untangle the safety extension or safety clasp. And it's taking forever. But you'll see that as in my videos, you know, a lot of people rush their videos, and I can understand some people just want to see different or learn about jewelry and see what other people got in their jars. But there's also people that's trying to chill, you know, and relax and not worry about how long the video is. I've watched 2-hour jewelry videos before and didn't have any kind of problem with it. This is definitely a resellable piece. Let's see if there's a name on here. There's one missing rhinestone on the clasp, and two on the right here by the main portion, the centerpiece. But I can find some of those and replace those easily. There's a glue called E6000. It's just amazing. If you repair stuff, it dries perfectly clear. And if you can find the right shape of the rhinestone with the same kind of age look to it, then you can definitely fix pieces like that. And I have so much jewelry that I'm sure I could find something. This is one of those Victorian kind of silk collar or neck adornments. I actually like some of these. They don't sell for very much. I have one listed on my eBay store. I mean my Etsy store, and but it's really extravagant. It looks like some, you know, very vampire or whatever. It was very cool, so I did list it. And then we have a lady's watch, and it says, oh, it says Kate Spade. That's cool. Kate Spade, New York. and it looks like it was only worn a couple times. So I don't know how much her ladies' watches go for. I have some Donna Karen's and some Michael Kors and a lot of vintage. I have so many watches. Oh my goodness! But I've never owned a Kate Spade one, so that's a new one for me. I've had Kate Spade earrings, and I have a couple of Kate Spade statement necklaces that are beautiful. They're like a very beautiful melon pink color, triple strand necklaces. They're very similar. They look like candy balls or something. Here is another collar necklace with, those aren't rhinestones. They're just like square shaped gold covered beads. There's no maker's mark, and I don't see any markings of any kind of purity of metal, so it's just a regular little necklace. Okay, what is this? Now this is so light, and it's not the color that Bakelite would be. Bakelite is actually a little bit heavier, so it's just a, I want to say lariat necklace, triple strand. Has an interesting clasp, but it's probably vintage, but it's not something that I try to only list things that is, if it's not going to be like a quick seller, it has to be something valuable. Otherwise, you know, I don't like making the ads. I don't think anybody does. Here's just some bangle bracelets. They are, I believe, silver tone. They say to always look. I don't think I've ever found a bangle bracelet that was silver or gold in my experience, but people say they do exist. So these are too light, I think, even though silver is not that heavy. Okay, then we have a flower earring, another flower earring, another one, and another one. Just, those feel like they're probably just some kind of resin or plastic, maybe even paper. Here is a vintage stretch bracelet that has lost all of its stretch. So again, I would take this apart and use the rhinestones. I tried restringing bracelets before. I'm not skilled enough to do it, or I don't have the patience. It is not easy to get the string exactly through every single space, all the way through the entire bracelet. It would take an hour. So that's not time effective or efficient. You know, my time is, that's something you have to take into consideration when you're listing. You know, you have to be able to make your time is valuable. You know, I myself, I love going through the jewelry jars. I love looking at jewelry. It's one of my favorite things to do, but there's also life. We have to feed our dogs and and mow our lawns and water the plants and clean the house and and you know, everything else. So your time's valuable. When you get more skilled at looking at jewelry like this piece, it's just silver plated. It's not even vintage. It's not marked. So this will go in, you know, a crafting ladder or something that I would sell at a garage sale maybe. Here's some more of those. Those are kind of cute in a way. Very summery. Someone could wear that. I could see somebody wearing that, and I got a bunch of them. Here's another one. Okay, and then I got a bunch of these little stretch beaded bracelets. This could be coral. You know, I have the Presidium gem tester, but it doesn't, you can't check coral on there. Here's another earring. I'll look for the mate. And here's another clip on. There's no maker's mark on it. Looks like it's from the 1950s. Okay. And then here's some more cheapy bangles. They weigh like nothing. I notice all my girlfriends that they like jewelry that makes clanging noises, or the necklaces or bracelets that clang or have bells on them. And to me, the pitch of the sound of that drives me crazy. I cannot stand it. So I always give those away. I'm like, please get them out of my face. This is a nice collared necklace. Let me take these away. So there's no distraction there for you. This is beautiful. This is an elegant choker. There it is, right there, with rhinestones. Looks like it's in very good condition. Definitely vintage. I can see a few little rhinestones missing. Let's see. I don't see a maker. No, I don't see a maker. Maybe under a closer inspection, but I'm not going to waste all your time looking at that. I noticed looking in this jar that there was some watches. And I didn't even look. You know, they hardly ever have jewelry jars. I'm like, I'll just take it. And when I lifted it up, I'm like, oh, it's heavy, so that's maybe good. So I have no idea what's in here. But when I did look, when I got home, I looked and I saw two. I didn't look closely because I want to be surprised too. But I did see two watches, and they're both Swiss made. So anything that's made or Swiss made when it comes to timepieces can be worth money. Hoop earrings. So I'm curious about these watches that are in here. I usually sell like big lots of watches, like 10 pounds of watches. This is just a white bangle. It's in excellent condition. It's heavy, but there's no marks on it. So I don't know about that one. Okay, okay, well, this is one of the Swiss watches, but it doesn't have the band, but that's no big deal. And I have a friend, she puts all the new batteries in for me. This is called, let me turn it, I have to turn the first hand because it's in the way of the name of the, so I'm going to pull out the end. It says that it is a Hublot Geneva, Swiss made. It's very heavy. Man's watch, obviously. And then it has a, it actually has like a boat on the back. So maybe it's a Submariner watch. I'm going to say that this would be worth like at least 50 bucks. Yeah, no doubt. It could be even worth more. This is super, super heavy. It'd be the heaviest watch I've ever felt. All right, here we have a really gaudy, chunky gold tone necklace. Link necklace, but it has a lot of wear. Someone wore this a lot. It probably would look good, like with a, you know, if you're very well dressed, wearing black and white, or just black. With that, it would look good. But it's not really sellable in the condition that it's in. Okay. Ooh, there's a very pretty earring here. Hopefully they're both here. This is vintage. And it's a clip-on. Very big. Chandelier almost type earring. Got another one of these. And this looks like another nice necklace. I want to say lapis, maybe. It has one of those clasps that you always see with the pearls, the hook clasp. Let me see if it says anything. And the beads are cold, so it might be something. Who knows? It's probably 18 inches in length. I don't think it might even be Native American. Who knows? And then I have a turtle here. Looks like a carved carnelian turtle with a leather cord and a toggle clasp. It's pretty nice. I have one person that buys all my turtles from me. And they're very nice. My gosh, they even write me like we're best friends and stuff. I'm like, they're very nice. I write them back, you know. We all need company. I've been lonely before in my life too, you know. So whenever I can extend just saying something nice to someone, it's a blessing. And it makes you feel good. This is just a very light chain with I'm going to say cubic zirconia, or just maybe just a clear rhinestone. It's not marked with any label or anything. I'm sure it's not gold. Not 100%. And I don't have my magnet on me. I always forget something. I didn't forget the loop this time. But usually things, when they're gold, they're marked. I would say 90%, 99% of the time, it'll be marked. And there's another one that was next to it. Here's another really dainty necklace. This looks like it might be gold. What does that say? It says, it's upside down. Give me 1 second. Cultura 18 karat gold electroplate with a real pearl. It's a real pearl on 18 karat gold plated. So that's cute. I like that. I have a lot of pearls. I have one that I think might be a oh gosh, I'm not gonna remember his name. Miko Macho? Why am I not saying it right? Is it Miko Macho? But I haven't had it. You know, I haven't yet to go to a jeweler to have anything. Oh, this has a mark. Another gold necklace like the one. And this one says, what does that say? Oh, it says 925. Okay. So that could be a citrine. This is a 925. Probably gold over silver. With a lobster clasp. And that, you know, whenever I get a necklace like that, that's, you know, 18 karat gold electroplate, I would check that to see if it was a citrine. Oh my gosh, how many of these did I get? I got so many more of these. Excuse me. Oh, this is beautiful. Next piece is a stained glass looking. Let me see if there's a name on it. What does that say? 4773. 4773. And that's all it says. But look, it's a cardinal. That is gorgeous. There's the back of it. It's not a patent number, so I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But that is in really nice condition, and it's definitely vintage. And the clasp works. I know you guys like that one. That one's cool. Uh-oh, Mardi Gras beads. Oh, great. Yeah. I think I'd rather have Mardi Gras beads than those cocoa nuts, those giant things that take up the whole jar. I know you know what I'm talking about, those Hawaiian beads. And here's a barrel clasp paper beaded necklace with a cross. Cross on the bottom of our Savior. And it says, it does say something. Oh, it's sterling. So there's a sterling cross. And when things are marked sterling, it usually means that it's older. Otherwise, I'll mark it 0.925. So that's pretty cool. And the barrel clasp tells me it's older too. So that's pretty good. So far we've got 1, 2, 3. I would consider those good too. There's some, so far this jar's not been bad. I did pay $70, $77 with tax. All right. This is a modern leather bracelet, 3-strand bracelet with brass and some kind of Chinese writing. It's in very nice condition. But I've never sold these things either. This looks like a Hishi necklace. Barrel clasp with shell and possibly citrine. Maybe some oyster shell or wood, I'm not sure. These sell. I have sold so many puka shell necklaces. In fact, I have like 30 that I'm going to list because I've been selling so many. Like, I might as well sell them. I guess guys are getting into those, or girls. This is a certain type of mother of pearl, or I forget, but that's a nice necklace. It's very long, probably 42 inches, and it's in excellent condition. But I would say it's mother of pearl, or it could be kind of specialty oyster or something. I forget. I'll definitely have to look that up so I won't look stupid next time. But I have a few of those. Not that's the nicest one though. It's very long. I mean, look how long that is. It's very, very long. Okay. Then we have, what is this? This is probably Mardi Gras beads. I'll clear this off so just in case. I don't want to get it too distracting for anyone. And I can always clean up the mess later. Okay, next we have an acrylic. No, this is a glass cross. It has the gold flecks in it. So whenever I see the gold flecks, I'm thinking Murano. So Murano glass, it would be signed, or there would be a sticker on it, because they have the patent for that gold fleck. But I don't see anything. Yeah, there is people who make imitations, but that's kind of pretty. I like that. All right. Then we have a Milleflori invisible strand necklace, double strand, and no, it has a lot of wear on the clasp, and it doesn't look like silver. Some of those Milleflori beads can be expensive, especially if they're from Murano. There's a way to tell if they are from Murano, but I'll discuss that in another video because I don't want to mess up any of the details. It has to do with seeing the glass, the tubes of glass, and how they're cut. This is a very worn away butterfly silver tone necklace. It doesn't feel dirty, but it feels old and roughed up. Okay, this is a vintage white, probably acrylic bead necklace with a hook floral clasp. We just hook the other side of the necklace, so it'd be a double strand. It's pretty nice, actually. You could see why women would wear that. Absolutely. So yeah, at the end, I picked 5 pieces of jewelry that I think are really amazing. I mean, to the point where I'm not ready to sell them yet. And I don't even wear jewelry. That's not true. I went to see a play yesterday with my roommate. We went to Los Angeles and we went and saw this play called Seven. This is not a glass necklace. It's made out of, I don't know, maybe resin or something. It's just on a cord. We saw a play called Seven. It was about the 7 wives of Henry VIII. And, you know, I told my friend, I wish there was only 4. Because once we got to the 6th one, I'm like, my ears were hurting. It was so loud. I was getting, I'm getting older, so it was fun. It was okay. I don't know if I would go again, but he likes to go see Broadway plays. And that's not my thing, but, I never... Well, I can't sing, so that helps. My roommate is an excellent singer. He's won contests and stuff. But yeah, they could all sing and dance. There's just a plastic. Colors like this. Sometimes you check for if it was Bakelite, but this feels so cheap that there's no way. And I have this Methachrome. Okay, here's another gold chain, or 2 of them. I don't know. Looks like 2 maybe. I'm untangling. I haven't done my homework to learn how to use the camera yet, so I've been so busy. And then last week I got sick, which I never hardly get sick, but last week I was in bed for 3 days. And then I had to go to work. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I didn't get to learn anything. Okay, so just another dainty chain. I didn't see a marking on it. And another one. And this is a shell vintage barrel clasp bracelet. What is this? Okay. That's a pretty clip-on earring right there. And then this is just acrylic, it's not glass. This is a faux pearl with extra hair. But I don't care about the hair. Blood, I'm not grossed out by blood. I used to be a nurse. So hair doesn't faze me. No, not at all. Some people get grossed out. I don't want it in my food. But I mean, just to pull it off a piece of jewelry doesn't do nothing for me. Alright, so we're more than halfway down with the jar. And I don't have the air conditioner on. It's getting hot and I'm starting to suffer. Because when you turn the air on, the phone's by the air and it'll pick up only the sounds of the air conditioner. This is a beautiful bracelet. It's got a string tangled in it. But look, it's pink glass beads with some floral beads and a toggle clasp. It looks sterling. Some of these that have those leaves and the fruit, like the little flowers like that, they can be worth a lot of money. I'm talking hundreds. Called fruit salad necklaces. It was a style, and sometimes it can be made of bakelite too. Here's a tribal looking necklace. I don't know if that's bone. It feels like bone. These beads feel like bone. On a hand knitted, looks like wool strand. And I don't know if that's Mayan or Indian or what. Who knows? It looks like they got clay and they just imprinted on there and then did some kind of painting, you know, with a brush over the top. Oh, something looks really pretty right here. What is this? It is a piece of a beautiful bracelet. Look how pretty that is. But whatever it is, it's broken. But look at that green Rivoli stone or rhinestone. Very nice. Okay. And then we have a older decorative, what do they call that? Rocky? I forget. We'll just say textured for now because I can't remember the word. Necklace. This might be a name brand. Let's see. No, it's not real gold. It's just, you know, a costume jewelry. Here's that other watch. Look at that weird, like a slinky armband or whatever. It goes all the way around. It's just one piece that stretches. Never seen that before. And this is what the front looks like. And it's got like a dome front cover. And this says oh, it's an Elgin. It's a vintage Elgin. Elgin is like mid-price range watch. I think the most expensive Elgin is like $600. I could be wrong. This is just one of those magnetic faux metal bracelets, which I don't understand. Like, why would you want to pull all the iron to one side of your body? That doesn't make sense to me. Here is a silver tone dangle earring. Let me take all this out of here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oh, here's the rest of that. Oh, wow, it's a necklace. Oh, looking like Juliana or something. Right? And I can always add that link back on. That is, I think that's really pretty. Indeed. Yeah, I can fix that. So those two pieces plus this equals that necklace. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's worth fixing. Just because of that green Roe Valley rhinestone. Here's another watch. It just says Palms. It's very generic. It doesn't feel cheap though. It doesn't, you know how we always get all those Geneva watches that are so cheap and you just get on your nerves. Yeah. And some of those can actually go up to $600 too. So even though you think you might not like that when you get a Geneva watch, you always say, gotta check it out. I'm cleaning my loop. Okay, here's the next watch. Looks like a female watch. And it says Omega. I'm just kidding. I want an Omega watch. It says OUVIC. And the hand's in the way again. So, see if I can remove. There we go. Oh, Luvic. 17 jewels. Anti-magnetic. Swiss. So that could be worth something. It's either worth, I would say 45 up to 200, possibly. I would think. I could be wrong, but I've never, yeah, any Swiss made. 17 jewels isn't a lot, because you can go up to 23. I've seen 23. I haven't seen 23. I've seen 21, but I've heard there's 23. And then someone said that jewels can go up to like a lot more than that. But anti-magnetic, that's a good thing to have on there. And then it says incapable. I don't know what that means, but I'm not a watch expert. But that's pretty nice. Wonder. I'll have to look it up. And you know what takes forever? Looking up watches. My gosh, there's so many to find the one that you're looking for. So, oh my, I've spent hours doing that and never ending up finding the answer. So that's a good specialty to know. If you know about watches, you have a heads up. These are all worn out. Alex and Annie type things, and they're just in terrible condition. Okay, there's another earring. And got more of those flower pins. What is this? This is another earring with some hair. Same lady. Same blondish hair that was on the other one. Another Alex and Annie. This is an interesting... What is that thing? Oh, this is... Okay. Sorry, give me a second. It's another earring. And then we have just a link, different type of link chain, modern necklace. And a stretchy bracelet with a tassel. It's in nice condition. Oh my gosh, I found another link to that necklace. That necklace must be huge. My goodness. It must go down, you know, past the breastbone. I'm going to fix that. And then shine up all the crystals and see what I can... It could be a showstopper. Maybe I'll show it on the next video I do after I clean it. This is kind of a very cool, modern looking gold tone necklace, don't you think? Any young lady could wear that. Very nice. It has a tag on it too. It's looking like Cookie Lee. So we got a Cookie Lee. Cookie Lee has some pretty things. Here's a very cute chandelier earring with a hook clasp. Oh, and there's the mate. So we got a pair. Those are cute. Pink rhinestones. Rhinestone beads. Those are rare. I haven't seen too many of those. And we got a match for the other pair. So that's 2 matches, 3 matches, 4 matches. There. To get matches in jewelry jars is amazing. So we have 3, 4 pairs of earrings, plus all the floral earrings. No Cartier. No, I'm just kidding. All right. We're almost done here. This is a very good condition 3-strand, I believe just acrylic necklace, vintage. It's nice condition. There's a bracelet that matches that shell long necklace. Oh, here's the match for the clip-ons, which I don't remember where I put the other one. Here's another clip-on, no name. Looks like there's just a bunch of pieces. Here's a, oh no, I pulled that. Oh no, that's 2. So I have 2 of these. 2 of those came in there. Sweater clips, we call them. Oh, here's a bracelet. Oh, it almost fooled me. It looked like silver, but I could see the copper coming through. But it's really smooth to touch. It feels really nice. Looks like it's about 7.5 inches. It's too bad it's not silver. Because, oh my gosh, here's another one. Another sweater clip with faux pearls. So I have 3 of those now. And then this necklace looks like a Lizzie, what's her name? Lizzie James. So this is a Lizzie James necklace. And I have 2 other ones. This one has more strands than the one that I have. It's heavier. Lizzie James uses sterling silver, honey. So this necklace is worth at least $45. And I know she's gone down in popularity a little bit. This needs cleaning and polishing, but that's sterling silver. Okay. Lizzie James. That's one of the names you should try to remember. But they always look like that. The swirls are different. They vary a little bit that I've seen. Here's a little stretchy bracelet with good stretch. Silver tone. I don't think I've ever seen a real silver. Okay, so this is a weird modern, maybe almost brutalist type necklace with gold tone. Let me just knock this stuff down here. It's getting crowded. Okay, there we go. So it almost looks like a watch band or something. Here's another gold necklace. This one has a tag, or no, it's the same one with the white rhinestone on the bottom. So we got 5 of those. This looks like a nice piece of jewelry. It feels like that Lizzie James necklace. Oops, oh shoot. I don't think there's any marks on this, but it feels well made. It's heavy. It's nice. What else we got here? Oh, Rivoli, blue Rivoli earring. A glass heart pendant. A rose type earring. Here's a Santa Claus, or what do you call that? A stocking. Excuse me, Broach, I'm laughing. It's hot in here. So yeah, I was sweating. Oh, this is cool. I can use that in my crafting. There's like 2 of them. What else? We're almost done here. Oh, here's another watch. What does this say? Oh, it's another Elgin. Looks like the other one. Ooh, okay. What is this? This looks like, I wonder if that's silver. There's no way to tell. It's too hot for me to look for the marker right now and provide a decent video for you guys. This looks like another sweater clip. So 5 sweater clips so far. Just some beads and silver. clips like that. Hopefully they're... Oh, here's another sweater clip. Let's hope they're sweater clips. Otherwise, I've made a total fool of myself. Considering how many there were. I don't know if we had that one before. This is just a stainless steel ring. Oh, here's another watch. Oh, so this is one of those ones we hate. Geneva Elite. It's in terrible condition too. It's like someone left it outside in the rain. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Here's a little pendant. I don't think it's real jewelry though. And then there's some stray beads and some crystals over here. I think my favorite thing is that the big necklace. That's my favorite thing. And maybe the watches and the Lizzie James. That kind of pays for the jar, I would say. Yeah, with all the watches and the Lizzie James necklace. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. Yeah, okay, so that's it. Let me show you the 5 pieces that, oh my, you're going to be blown away. So I'm going to do this every time. If you have enough patience to stay to the end, I'm going to show 5 pieces of fantastic jewelry at the end of every video. What I think is fantastic. Hopefully you will too. Okay, so I don't know how many people have asked to buy this from me, but I don't sell it. This is a square brooch. Talk about bling. 3-dimensional brooch with matching earrings. They're both heavy and they're unbranded. So it could be like Austria or something like that. It looks vintage to me. I don't have any history on this. Like I said, I got it out of a jewelry jar, but what a statement brooch that is. Beautiful. It's probably 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches with matching clip-on earrings. It probably came with a necklace too, I bet you. Okay, and the next, let me double check this real quick. I was going to give a whole speech on this, but now you don't see the marking. Okay, well, I'll show it to you anyway. It's just a really cool brooch. I was thinking it was Kenneth J. Lane. And I don't want to show you something that's not Kenneth J. Lane. I have other pieces for Kenneth J. Lane, so I'll do that the next time, okay? Okay, look at these beautiful earrings. These are clip-on earrings, probably from the 1950s. And they are made by a company called Kramer. And Kramer was a company in New York that started in 1943. But they actually used dragon's breath. They were famous for using Austrian crystals and rhinestones, the best, the finest, and the finest, the faux pearls, and they actually used real lapis lazuli and onyx and different things in their jewelry. But they did make fine jewelry pieces, but they also made costume, and they're known for their costume jewelry. They also created a jewelry set for Christian Dior, I think in the 1970s, and that would be labeled Dior by Kramer or Kramer for Dior. These don't say that. These say Kramer New York in the back. But dragon's breath is a glass blowing technique. Or nowadays they call them dragon opals, and they make them in Mexico. But in Austria, back in the day, they created the dragon's breath, as far as I know. But it has like blue flashes of like blue lightning and white, and the deep red and purples. So it's very rare to find this. I think I've had one other thing that had dragon's breath, and I sold it. But I'll keep these for a while until I can find something. I bid on a dragon's breath brooch on Goodwill, and either I bid on it or I had to work and I missed bidding on it, but I didn't get it, and it was gorgeous. That would have been, I think it went for over $100 or something outrageous. The one piece of jewelry that I do want to get is called Pools of Light. Look that up. Pools of Light necklace. Oh my gosh. But they go for like 1,000 something. I do have a pool of light though, but it's only one. I'll show it next time. And these clip-on earrings are they're only rhinestones and jadeite. Isn't that cool? You can always tell jadeite if you put it against your face, and it's even on a warm day like in my room right now. It'll be cold. Jade is the coldest gemstone. Jade or jadeite. So this is very nice. Just beautiful, classy, like I'm talking A1. That's for going out somewhere special or a special, very special occasion. Love it. I love jade. I have a lot of jade to show y'all. The last thing. You guys are gonna dig this. This is real. I would never sell it. Look at this. Wow. This is a 1970s Diane Furstenburg. Well, I know I wrote her name down here because I know. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Diane von Furstenburg. And it's signed like one of these, I remember it being signed somewhere. Like her whole name is written on there in handwriting. But it's very heavy. And look at those big lucite pieces. I saw this in a Goodwill box. Or was it Salvation Army? It was Salvation Army. And it was just a random box, like let's say 5 pounds of jewelry. But I'm like, look how big that lucite piece is. So I bought it. I think the bidding only went up to like $45. And when I got it, I looked at it and inspected it closely, and I saw her name, and I knew who Diane von Furstenburg was because I saw her on Project Runway when she was complimenting Michael. Oh, I forget his last name. Well, he's a designer now, Michael something. And he was like the underdog, and I was rooting for him because everybody was picking on him. So she really liked him and like praised him. And so to find her jewelry was very exciting for me because I was not familiar. She actually became famous because she did a wraparound dress that tied on the side. And that was like in 1972. And that brought her even to be on Time Magazine, the cover of Time Magazine. So that wraparound tie skirt and tie dress was her invention. So that was very cool. And I've actually seen this necklace for sale. I haven't seen it on the internet for sale in about maybe 2 years. It hasn't been on there. But the one time I did see it, it was for $699. So how's that? But I'm not going to sell it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for praying that I will learn how to use the camera one day. And I hope to see you all later. My next video, I'll show you some other pieces that I find exciting. And I will talk to you later. And I hope you learned something today, even a little bit. Thank you. Hi, baby.